guys, it was a dark and stormy night, and you can hear the rain. No, but seriously, it's storming, and you can hear the rain.
It's storming. I don't know if we'll get the storm in the video or not. But this is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles, obviously.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Godzilla on Rotten Tomatoes, because we talked about Godzilla the other day and sort of the initial reactions on Twitter. We're like, where's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
And people said they're going to put it out today, which they did. The embargo was lifted apparently today, which is really close to the release date, but okay.
Yeah, probably because, well, it didn't start out very good. It started out at 48%.
Please don't suck.
Yeah, please don't suck. But it actually has gone up. It has gone up to 56%. So it's almost as well liked as Aladdin.
Oh, almost. They can only hope.
And Aladdin did make almost $100 million this weekend, or over $100 million.
It did make over, from my understanding.
Yeah, so it's not all doom and gloom. And Rotten Tomatoes didn't have a lot of nice things to say about Alita either.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
It doesn't really mean anything.
But did you want to read this article first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, we can talk about this.
I haven't seen this article yet.
comicbook.com/anime. There's a storm.
Okay.
We're getting ready for Godzilla. Godzilla King of the Monsters has quite a bit riding on its shoulders. Not only is it a major sequel following 2014's Godzilla, it's introducing many other kaiju from Toho's original Godzilla films, and is the third film in a major quadrilogy, that's a thing, leading to an eventual clash with King Kong. It's kind of a step down from Ghidorah, isn't it? Like, Kong is kind of a step down.
Yeah, I just don't get that one, but okay.
The MonsterVerse has been an ambitious endeavor, but this film will make or break the entire thing. If it doesn't get off without a hitch, would fans even want to see what's next? Unluckily, Godzilla King of the Monsters has gotten off to a rough start on the initial Rotten Tomatoes score for the film. It sets up a mixed film for fans and finally set their eyes on, blah, blah, 48%.
Now Megan Peters liked it.
Yeah, she's the anime reviewer. She's actually got pretty good taste. I've seen some of her articles.
So she gave it a 5 out of 5. So their own stance is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, so it seems like where the confusion comes from, just in glancing over these reviews, is what the expectation is for the film.
Well, the one person in the review, let me find it. It was actually pretty funny. So first of all, we're going to go, well, a couple things here I find interesting before we read the critic score. Here's like the 56% for the critic, and you're like, okay, you can't see audience scores yet because it hasn't come out yet, so there shouldn't be audience scores according to all the things that they put in play over Captain Marvel. So you go here and you're like, okay, here's the critic score. But what's interesting is if you go to view all critical reviews and you go up here, oh look, there's audience reviews.
Oh.
But anyway, we'll come back.
I thought they were hidden. I thought we were allowed to.
Well, apparently not. So I'm trying to find the one guy who was pretty funny.
CNN, the net effect is more numbing than stirring.
Was it this one that had the funny part in the comment that I thought was funny?
AV Club is kind of not good either.
Okay, here, this person obviously thinks that they're superior. Most critics. Mostly Godzilla exhibits a level of reverence that a cinematic series known for its schlock value doesn't necessarily deserve. So already, right from the beginning, we can confirm and infer that the reviewer doesn't like Godzilla to begin with. It thinks it's schlock and crap. So it's clearly not a fair review to begin with.
Well, wait until the second sentence. It gets even better.
Those who spent Saturday mornings watching men in suits knock over toy buildings might appreciate the special effects upgrades, but mostly all the sound and fury just evokes sympathy for the human actors, leaving a prestigious international cast to stare at awe at the mayhem. In other words, there's a bunch of monsters, and all those weak-minded morons who used to spend Saturday morning watching men in suits will like this show, but they're not going to understand that all these prestigious actors don't have much of a role. Am I summing that up pretty effectively?
Yeah, pretty much.
Paraphrasing that pretty well?
Not enough humans.
Brian Lowry clearly thinks that he's above this, and anybody who likes this were idiots. So, good job, Brian.
Grown men in rubber suits.
Yes, but the international actors are just, you're given such an injustice because it's not about them.
God. So
a movie called Godzilla isn't about them. Sorry, but I just found it funny.
So the AV Club, which is owned by Gizmodo, are they the ones complaining about not enough humans?
I don't know. I didn't read theirs because I didn't care.
The kaiju are cool. The rest is a mess.
I hear a lot of people saying that the story is hard to follow, but I'm not there for the story, so it should be fine.
I think most Godzilla movies, the story
I did read this article. It keeps going up how it reminds them of the 90s, and they're waiting for Will Smith to turn around the corner because it's all in the 90s.
No, he was in Aladdin last weekend. So
I mean, and it goes on and on, very like blah blah blah. sense of scale or lack. The sheer
Blah, blah,
difference
blah.
between human and kaiju is so prominent. In Edward's Godzilla disappears from King of the Monsters once the big fights really start cooking, and it's never recovered.
Well, yeah, because at that point it's all about the monsters, King of the Monsters.
It's supposed to be about the monsters. Of course, the monsters should be the star of the movie, but why'd you give it a C then? But until blockbuster filmmaking goes entirely non-narrative, some attention should be paid to the rest of it as well. Oh, please!
Non-narrative.
What about the people?
God,
Anyway.
This review makes the movie sound like exactly what I wanted out of the first one. Less time spent on human characters I don't care one bit about, and more kaiju fights featuring ridiculously awesome looking monsters. Exactly. Godzilla 2014 is the only fully fleshed out character. It was Cranston's. Yeah, when he died, the movie shifted focus to generic soldier. That is true. Katie's right. That even if we didn't care about those characters, they rooted the movie in a sense of scale that never lost. There needs to be balance.
No, it doesn't. To be fair, they always did have human interaction in the Godzilla movies. There was a human story present. I mean, if I'm gonna be fair, that's true. But I wanted to see a bunch of monsters.
Yeah, I just want to see. I mean, that was the complaint I had about 2014. I liked Godzilla 2014, but it's actually kind of a chore for me to watch it again because it basically is like an hour and a half of humans talking.
Yeah.
And then Godzilla shows up at the end.
And that's all set up. So now we can just watch monsters.
Right.
But anyway, go through this. And then you have the King of Monsters, a dull, cliche-riddled mess. And then other people were like, hey, it's good. It's good. The film spits out some of the most iconic monsters in the decades-old cinematic universe, but all of the handsome pixels in the world aren't enough to prevent this from emerging as an outright monstrosity.
Oh, God.
Godzilla King of the Monsters is now the worst American Godzilla movie.
What?
Say what you will about Roland Emmerich, but at least he showed Godzilla a lot. What?
Wait. They don't show Godzilla a lot?
That's not what I'm hearing.
It's not what I'm hearing.
Go ahead.
So wait, they're actually saying that 98 Godzilla is better than King of the Monsters.
Go back up so you can actually read the article instead. It's
a very short
I understand
article.
If you didn't like Gareth Edwards' 2014 Godzilla. Oh, 2014. It was a choice to obscure the monsters, and if that's who you came to see, you'd be disappointed. Godzilla King of the Monsters is definitely more in the Kong Skull Island mold, so maybe you'll like that more, but not me. Don't care. Godzilla King of the Monsters may have more monster battles on the screen, but they do everything or they possibly can to make sure you still can't see them. I have heard this. They're dark, shaky, and obscured by elements like rain and snow. Even when the fun money shots happen, the action is on the bottom right-hand corner of the frame. No matter what location, you'll find a way to make it ugly and incomprehensible. They're underwater in the gray and snow. Even in Mexico with a volcano erupting, it's all dark, burnt, and shaky. They also keep cutting to humans. If we're basically all agreeing to watch animated movies at this point because that's what the monster scenes are, why bother having live action elements anymore? They never look like actors or in the same place as the monsters. If your complaint with Edwards was that Godzilla wasn't in the movie enough, he's still hardly in this. There are 17 monsters in King of the Monsters, so Godzilla is a supporting character in his own movie. Don't get too excited. You don't see all 17 fight each other. Only the main 4 fight each other.
Spoilers!
Well, this goes along to what Squid King was saying about some of these characters. I would very much like to see how right he is on several of these characters because he has a list going of ones he thinks we're going to be in it.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of interesting to see if, he's right. But let's go back to the... Okay, so my point is, so we're seeing all these, these things. People didn't like it. But go ahead, what are you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, what is the I guess just the consensus is... too many monsters, not enough people, and when the monsters appear, there's lots of smoke and stuff because they knocked buildings down.
I guess there's a lot of fresh though, an overload of repetitive, joyless destruction. That's what I wanted to see actually. That mistakes volume and demolition for actual excitement. Loss in pop and luster as the film went on. I wish it worked better for me. I wish it worked better for you too. So anyway. These are a lot of things, but then you're like, what are the audience saying? Apparently the audience scores are here.
Is this going to be the new
audience seems to like it.
Is this going to be the new Alita?
Well, anymore if the critics hate it, it's going to be good.
I know, right?
Here's what the audience had to say. It's a fantastic popcorn flick, and for the fans, it's a spectacle that must be seen on the big screen. I agree. I want to see it on the big screen. Best movie of the summer year, way better than 2014. I waited my whole life for this. Sold. This is a Godzilla movie the fans have been waiting for. Very enjoyable from start to finish. But I thought it was a bunch of crap, and you can't see anything. This movie is beautiful. The acting isn't the absolute best, and the story is goofy. That's why I have heard that. But it turns out to be everything that one kaiju fan would want, and fans will be satisfied. 2014's Godzilla was good, but was missing things that King of the Monsters just throws onto the table.
Monster fights.
Well, you know, the goofy story, isn't that kind of like something that goes along with the Godzilla movies anyway? They're usually kind of...
I want somebody to be on there, troll them, and put 1 star and be like, needs more Matthew Broderick.
Don't do that. A dream come true for all monster fans, an absolute masterpiece. Just watch a screen of the film. If you're a fan of Godzilla, this is exactly what the film you've been waiting for. Do not second guess yourself. Go see the film. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No, they didn't say that. I added that. But anyway, grab some popcorn and relive your childhood. Love on steroids. But look, I'm seeing a pattern here. 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5.
They're just man babies artificially inflating the numbers.
They hate strong female characters.
They hated Captain Marvel, so now they're gonna tell everybody to go see Godzilla because that makes total sense.
They're speciesists.
Speciesists.
5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 4.5 star, 5, 4.5, 5.
Mothra is a strong female character.
That's right. 5 star. Look, I'm seeing a lot of 5 stars. Okay, so we went up to a couple pages that were there, and it was 5 stars, 4 stars, 4.5 stars. I think the lowest I saw was 3.5 stars.
So is this gonna be another movie that's going to be polarizing? That we're gonna have, you know, the fans and the critics disagreeing, like Alita, but is that gonna hurt it at the box office? If, you know, I mean, how much stock do people put in critic reviews anyway? I mean,
Not anymore. I think people just kind of know it's
word
a
of
bunch
mouth.
Of crap.
I think word of mouth, you know,
it's probably going to be a case of this one too. Word of mouth, I'm guessing. It's because Godzilla, I think, is very. I
mean, the hype has been incredible. I mean, they've been promoting this since last year.
Yeah, I know, but do you ever see it on TV? Really? I mean, we don't watch it on TV, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen trailers.
Okay, because I've seen it at the movie theater and on the internet when I was searching for it, but I haven't actually. But I don't watch TV half the time, so. And what I do watch is K-dramas, and I usually have to read subtitles, and it's not usually on there. But, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, I think this is going to be another polarizing...
Wait,
polarizing...
What's this
Was this IO9?
If you're fine with some incredibly stupid people playing second fiddle to glorious kaiju moments, King of the Monsters will provide one of the best popcorn blockbusters of the summer. Sounds like a plan.
That's coming from IO9.
I'm about it. Let's bring it on.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. We're definitely going to go see this one opening night. More excited about this one than we were for Endgame. Endgame is kind of like, we'll deal with it. You know, we'll go. I mean, we got to see how it ends, right?
Right.
And to me, the Marvel Universe is pretty much ended, I think, at this point. I don't know where they can go.
I kind of want to see Spider-Man, but, you know.
Yeah, I'm not into the whole multiverse thing, though. I think it's gonna cause a hell of a lot of problems going forward. But, no, Godzilla looks pretty good. I don't know. We'll go see. We'll go see it.
Yeah, we will see it. So.
We'll let you know.
They need to subscribe.
Yeah,
Please
you need to subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel.
If you love Godzilla, subscribe.
If you love Godzilla and Geeky.
If you love brushable hair, subscribe. If you love... What else do we love?
Everybody.
No. What else? I don't know. If you love things that we love, subscribe. If you like the anime, subscribe.
80s pop culture, video games, retro.
If you're one of the cool kids.
If you're one of the cool kids.
Subscribe.
If you like opinions that have not been bought and paid for by some studio,
if you like rants, subscribe. Anyway, so there you go.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.